Let us look at this book on colon cancer prevention, produced by the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center as a service to the community. Let's open it and look at it and see what we have here. So let me just take you through these chapters to see what we have in this book, a little bit about the history of this great institution, what we have on the web to educate the public, finding out whether you are at risk for cancer or not by taking a web questionnaire, about colon cancer, colon polyps, preparation for colonoscopy, tips, actual procedure, the colonoscopy, removing of polyps, training of future generations by the American Society for Gastrointestinal Endoscopy, making that call to get screened, the role of charity in improving community health, and finally, a note of thank you. So let me just take you through some of these in a little more detail. This book shows in this hyperlink the history of MD Anderson Cancer Center, and let me take you through some of the other stuff. You can educate yourself about different cancer prevention programs by going to this website. You could also assess your own risk for cancer by taking this online questionnaire, calculate your risk. This is a hyperlink. And then as you read through this, if you're interested, you could actually take a quiz. So here is a quiz. This is about a 50-year-old man who is in excellent health with no family history. And if you want to find out whether he is not at risk for colon cancer, average risk, increased risk, or high risk, you can take a question and see whether you're right or not. This is the wrong answer, and this is the correct answer. All right. So let's move forwards. And about colon cancer, and as you can see here, there are videos embedded here that will showcase a patient with colon cancer. He thought that he was in great health, but when he got screened, he was found to have cancer. And fortunately, this was early cancer, and he had a good outcome. A lot of times, you may find polyps, and these are precancerous conditions. And when you remove those polyps, you could prevent cancer. So here are different types of polyps that one may encounter. And we put in a lot of pictures to make it easy for anybody to understand what their doctor is telling them about. So you can take a quiz after that if you want. And then it also talks about the importance of colon prep and why it is important to have a good prep so that polyps that are hiding underneath the stool could be seen when somebody takes a good prep. And we also talk about tips for making the preparation a little bit easy. And these are simple steps that one could follow and have an excellent preparation so that the doctor can see well. And finally, about the procedure and removal of polyps. So let's look at some videos that show how a polyp is removed. And here is a pedunculated polyp. Injection is being done, and then a loop is used to cut the polyp as shown here. And this is pretty safe, and once this polyp is removed, you prevent that polyp from going into cancer. Training the future generations is an important issue for the community, and this is undertaken by the American Society for Gastrointestinal Endoscopy. Making that call to get screened is critical, and a lot of times friends and family pressurize to have the reluctant to undergo colonoscopy. But in addition to that, Katie Couric has taken the initiative to educate the public about colon cancer screening, and let's see her campaign here. In addition to Katie Couric, a lot of others have dedicated their time to improve the education about colon cancer prevention, and some of them in our own community are Grace Butler of Hope Through Grace, Robin Chutkan with the Gut Runners program, Kimberly Tripp, Kathy Eng of Scope 5K Race as part of the MD Anderson Cancer Center initiative. And finally, my favorite team is Texas 4000. These are University of Texas undergrads who take a 4,000 bike ride from Austin to Alaska to improve education about cancer prevention and cancer care. And if you want to find out who came up with this idea, you can take a quiz. And here it is. That is Chris Condit, who actually came up with this idea for this concept of Texas 4000. And finally, we want to thank the public and the community around us for supporting our mission. And we would like to share with you our plans for the future to eliminate cancer. For colon cancer, prevention is the key.